Number 1 on the theremin, a leap motion controller, right hand pitch, left hand filter. Number 2, the Polytron, a Korg monotron with added harmonisation and delay. Number 3, Bruce, which is the Boss DR5 drum machine controlled by MIDI using a step sequencer made in Max-MSP. This interacts with a tablet, which is very intuitive to program with. The tempo of it is actually set in the conductor patch. On the video settings panel, you can select a video to be rendered on the external display, and it's affected by the master output to give something for an audience to listen to. On the Polytron object, you can see the signal creating using the waves. You've also got access to delay time, so that's how long the interval between the delays are. You've also got the amount, which mixes it in, so more pronounced, less pronounced. You've also got volume, which is obviously common across all of the objects. You've also got beat sync, which is common between the theremin and the Polytron, and this syncs to the main tempo so that everything you play is perfectly in time, letting a novice musician have a very good understanding of what they're doing in a very intuitive way. And linked in with the theremin, this is quite interesting, and I'll give a demo of 16th notes, quarter notes, or even a whole note. You can change the tempo to make it a bit more relevant. But this comes into play much better when you start incorporating the leap motion with it. So for example, you could have this as quarter notes and this as 16th notes. So that's how the beat sync works. On the main volume, you have the opportunity to play and pause, which affects the beat syncs on both the theremin and Polytron, but it also controls Bruce's settings, so Bruce won't make any sound unless you have that playing, but you can still of course play him using the main buttons on the front of him. So you have the tempo control, which is fairly straightforward. You just set that. You've also got the chance to, instead of using the dial, use tap tempo, which is quite intuitive, and it enables you to have a greater depth of control over what's going on. You've also got the Newton's cradle, which will search for peaks in your sound in order to set the tempo using sound instead of clicks or dial. You've got master volume in case things get a bit too hectic. You've also got beats per bar, which affects how much of Bruce's matrix is being used in order to let you basically just set a time signature. It's quite straightforward really. It's fairly useful, but yeah, it's not much fun to talk about. So on the help files, you have a setup instructions, which is quite straightforward, but it just lets you know what channels to plug into. The MIDI setup down here, which lets you know you need to set the right channel and things like that. The leap motion should just turn on, although you have to turn on a service in Windows if you're using it, but normally it just turns on by default. You've also got the opportunity to set a IP address, which is useful if you're connecting to a tablet or an external device to control Bruce. Personally, the tablet is absolutely ideal because you can just touch the display and your effects are shown in real time, and Bruce will form as you would expect. So that's everything really. Thanks ever so much for watching.